Hello family, it's Ariana, your tarot life coach. I hope you guys are having a wonderful and safe Happy New Year. Welcoming in 2019. This read is going to be all about the new moon energy for January 5th. And as a collective, I have a pick a card from my new decks from Kyle Gray, Angels and Ancestors Oracle Cards Guidebook. So I want you to quiet your mind just a minute. Think about what it is you want to do as you write your intentions for this new moon and new year for 2019. If you chose card number 1, you have the Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. It's going to be really important for you to be very strategic as you write these plans out. It's not so much of like, oh, hey, I want to lose 30 pounds, but how are you going to lose those 30 pounds? What is your plan? How are you going to move forward? Oh, I want to be a better person. Well, what does a better person look like to you and where are you going to start? So being very strategic and direct and like really clear and concise about how you're going to achieve the goals that you want to achieve, right? And if you chose card number 2, you have the Direction Guardian and choose your path. And I say choose your path wisely. A lot of times we think that we have to go down the same way somebody else did it and do things the exact same way they did. And that's not true. Sometimes you create a path and sometimes you're on a path and you're just like, you know what? This isn't working. Let's reassess. So this is a wonderful time to kind of use the astrological influences, beautiful energy coming in right now to create a path, create a plan as you're going forward and making your way into 2019. If you're waiting for your 2019 read, baby, they're coming. Give me some time. 2019, we got a whole year. No, it'll be here. You should get them out at least within the first 2 weeks of the year. You will be receiving those. Also, be patient with me, guys. The January reads may be running a little bit late, but I'm here for you. I'll be posting lives that we do have going on once a week at Instagram. Okay, so usually every Monday, we're live on Instagram. So big hugs, guys. Lots and lots of love. Thank you for bringing in this year with me. Thank you for all the support and all the love that you guys send. Be blessed. Honor yourself. Treat yourself right, big baby. All right? And I love you. Hello, family. It's Ariana, your tarot life coach, bringing you your new moon in Capricorn read, big baby. Big hugs. Lots and lots of love. High fives and some damn dirty shoulder rubs. What's up, family? Happy New Year. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about this energy coming in. This is a new moon, 15 degrees Capricorn. 15 represents family, healing, and harmony. Remember, we just went through a full moon in Cancer at 0 degrees. We are rewriting our homes, our families, and our healing, okay? 15 comes down to the number 6. 6 for me represents the past, your children, things that bring you joy. All right? So Capricorn is this more conservative and serious of the planets. I call it the big daddy of the astrology, all right? So this is coming down on us and trying to tell us, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with this new energy that the universe is bringing for you? What are you going to change? What are you going to start doing in your life, all right? So this tells you, come on, let's move forward. Big changes are coming in for the next 6 months because of the energy that we have here. This is a partial solar eclipse. Now, it's a wonderful time for you if you're going to be building a new business. This is a fresh start, a wonderful business plan. Write your intentions down. Write down what you want. So combine this with the January 21st lunar eclipses. They begin, okay? And this is going to go all the way until July 2nd, 2019 with the solar eclipse. During this time is great energy to start moving in the direction that you want things to be. Now, we have a Saturn and Pluto kind of vibe with the sextile and Neptune in this aspect with this fixed star called Vega. Okay, it's the brightest star in the harp of the Lyra constellation, and I got that from Dark Star Astrology. Okay, so this energy is like harmonious energy. Think about the harp, right? This can be harmonious energy, but it's gonna push you to dig deep with Saturn and Pluto. This solar eclipse is conjunct with Saturn, so this is great energy to align with a mentor or get the help that you need to get yourself into action, okay? This solar eclipse is also sextile with Neptune, so this is beautiful creative energy and loving energy, okay? The Saturn and sextile Neptune, I just said that, okay? This is like material gain for spiritual work also. This is almost like big dreams do come true, baby. So what did you put down? What are you going to do and how are you going to get there? The numbers that we have coming out come out to 112, right? Because the magician is a 1 and then the priorities is a 12, which for me is what we're going to read for 112. Not room 112. Hey, where my old school people at? Anyways, faith and optimism are the 2 factors that unlock the doors to all your desires. That's what the number 112 means. As I bring 112 down to the number 22, this comes down to angels can see positive results from your prayers, and you have to have patience and stay optimistic while all the details are being worked out. This is about keeping the faith. So this isn't just writing those intentions down and within a week or 2 you're done. Like, no, this is like putting work behind your words. And then the 22 comes down to a number 4, meaning this is your base, this is your foundation. Foundationally, with this Capricorn energy, what are you going to do, big baby? How are you going to make it happen, all right? Now, the energy with the moon coming in is no other than the horse energy. Horse energy is about big changes, but you are in control of these changes. Think about how the horse changed the Wild Wild West, right? How did the horse created civilization for some? Now the horse is about freedom. How are you going to free yourself from the things that are keeping you from creating the life that you want and that you desire? Release the excuses, release the procrastination. It's time to put things into action. Now, mentally, the Sage is coming out, and this is such a cool card because he's sitting there and he's writing down your intentions. I was about to say intuitions. Anyways, be willing to go back over those intentions over and over again in order to reassess, rewrite, and remove, okay? This is the wise one within. And whenever this card shows up, it's preparing us for great things and insight, also from our peers. So this is a great time to, I'm going to say, get advice from your elders because of the Sage and because of the Magician. They both look a little older, all right? Go talk to somebody who has had some experiences. Get with a mentor, get with a coach, get with someone who's going to help you get to where you need to be, because sometimes you want to be the one-man show, but you need to get your priorities in order, which is what the Magician is telling you, and you need to write it down, okay? Physically, we have the Magician from the Byzantine deck, and he's coming through and he's got his little table, right? And in his table, he has all the elements that he needs and he's creating. So it's one thing to write it down, but now you've got to create it and you've got to put it into action. When I asked, what do we need to create? And the priorities cards came out with the Master Teacher. This is about aligning yourself with somebody, putting yourself with people who are like-minded, who have the same priorities and want to see you succeed. Sometimes we align ourselves or we're hanging out with people who aren't really doing much with their life. They're happy with where they're at and they're not moving forward. That's cool, that's them. But if your goals and your ambitions are not aligned with your friends, then it's time for you to find people who are like-minded. Doesn't mean you got to stop being friends with them, but you need to surround yourself with people who have those desires and those goals that are going to pull you down the road where your priorities are going to lead you. All right. And I also think that there's something about aligning with a mentor during this time. Now, Flower of Life is coming in for the Soul card. Now, this is just saying, don't resist the change. Let it happen. The Flower of Life is telling you everything is connected. All those experiences that you had before this moment, all of those experiences that you might have thought were the wrong way, the wrong thing, they're leading you to the right thing, okay? So now you're being guided to give yourself the permission to detach from the things that no longer serve you or no longer there for you so that you can transform. These are repetitive patterns. They're all interrelating to each other, and it's about seeing the patterns so that you can move forward. This is a time to be very kind to yourself, have a lot of self-love in order to move forward. Now, let's jump into our read. Let's see what the tarot has for us. Let's bless our cards. Now, as I rolled a 5, so this is big changes coming through. Now, this is not for any particular sign. This is generalized energy that you can utilize with the energy of the new moon. I'm cutting the deck, and I have the 2 of Wands looking at me with the 9 of Cups. So we're at a crossroads. What? You won't be lonely. Hey. Nine of Cups reverse. You're at a crossroads. You're tired of looking at all the things that coulda, woulda, shoulda been, but now you're going to do something about it. This is not the time to blame your mishaps or things on other people. This is a time to look at yourself and see, what did you play in this puzzle? What piece are you putting in this puzzle? What is missing? How can you change things? All right. So let's see what's going on. First card just flew out. Whew, Lord, help us all. Let me drop these down. I pushed this too far back. I got the case of the short arm. Two of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Somebody's moving. Somebody's moving on. What? What are we doing? And the last card that wants to come out and play. Ooh, that was too many. What can help in this situation? What can help in this situation? There. Whew, good Lord. I have a spirit guide coming out. There we go. Okay. Eight of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. And this is stop talking about it and be about it, okay? Put your money where your mouth is, big baby, and let's do it. Ooh, baby, you need some confidence because you ain't got the confidence right now. All right. So, jumping into this read, what do we need to get serious about? I have the Two of Cups reversed. Two of Cups right now represents partnerships, friendships, contracts, things that you poured yourself into and it didn't get nowhere. It's almost like, what happened? We need to get serious about those things. Where did you pour your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes? And how can we get those back? How can we turn that cup around to move it the other way? We're going to go to the animal deck. Take time and play. So we have dolphin energy. Another thing about when the dolphin shows up, this is about communication. So a lot of times we say, oh, I really want this in my life. I really want this to happen. And then it just falls there. We don't do anything with it. So in order to pour more love into your life, more love into your home, more love into your work, play with it, have fun with it. Remember the joy that it used to bring you, okay? And a lot of times I work in a school and sometimes I get so frustrated. I'm like, ew, I hate doing this. And then I meet this one kid who just reminds me of why I'm doing it. And I'm like, you know what? This is why I wake up every day and this is why I show up to work, because you guys freaking rock and I love my job. So, but we all go through those times when we don't so much love it, okay? Because it becomes work. So it's time to make playfulness of this. It's time to have fun again. And it's time for you to, I would say, pour back into yourself as you're going with this 15 degrees energy. Remember what I told you, 15 represents family, healing, and harmony. Comes down to the 6, which is the past, the children, and joy. We got to remember that there is a balance to work and life and all these wonderful things that we want to do. Now, how to grow is the Nine of Pentacles. With these two nines right next to each other, I'm going to tell you this moon is bringing in a lot of movement and change. Within the next 6 months, you might decide to move careers. You might decide to move on from a relationship. People are rewriting their life. But the Nine of Pentacles is telling you that it's time to invest in yourself. All right. A lot of times people are like, oh, I don't have money for the massage, or I don't have money for that. But you have money to give to things that aren't really benefiting you. So really looking at where you're allocating your funds, your time, and your energy. Where does your money go? Where does your time go? Where does your energy go? That's going to show what you're investing in. And if you're investing in everything else but yourself, it's time to relook at your finances and figure out how to invest something in your growth and in your development. Let's see who wants to talk to us there. One last deck. Okay, we're going to go back to the tarot with the Nine of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Some of us need to have a vacation. And some of us need to see the success that we've already accomplished. A lot of times when we're reassessing our life, it's so easy to pinpoint everywhere you went wrong, everything you did wrong, all of that stuff. But this is like, damn it to hell, I did that good. I like the way I did that. That really came out successful. So really paying attention to where you're investing your time, because that's going to make it successful for you. Also plan a good vacation so that you can enjoy that in 6 months. All right. Now, where do you need more balance? In the Nine of Cups. So what's interesting is the Nine of Cups is looking at the card of Virgo. And I say it's the Virgo card because it's attributed to the constellation of Virgo. This is the Princess of Discs. This is Cila. So it's almost like the Nine of Cups is looking at everything you put your hopes, your dreams, and wishes in, but you didn't protect it. You didn't keep it rooted and you didn't keep it safe. Okay, so it's almost like it doesn't mean that you have to change your dream, but it means that it's about reassessing the dream and looking at how you're doing things. He has the pine cone in one hand because the pine cone is believed to bless and to clear and cleanse. So maybe you need to go back and look at where you're pouring yourself into, and maybe it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. All right, let's see who wants to talk to us. We're going to go with this oracle deck. What can help with the 9 of Cups? Oh Lord, everything's falling out. Okay, all right, let me get my pendulum out. I think it's this one. Okay, it's another 9, and it's about serendipity. It's almost like stop putting yourself on a timetable. Yes, it's the new year. Yes, it's the first new moon of the year. Yes, these things are exciting. However, plant your seeds of intention and allow them time to grow. Stop trying to control the outcome. Let things happen. Let it happen. The universe has perfect timing. Your creator knows exactly what he's doing, when he does it, and how he does it. Or he or she, or however you want to look at it. Now, how to initiate a fresh start. I'm going to say watch where you plant your seeds. Watch where you're putting your energy. And here she's coming out reverse because she is kind of being a little bit lazy. Okay, when she's reversed, she ain't really want to do what she's saying she's going to do. Okay, this is almost like, I really need to do such and such, but sitting on the couch feels so good, or procrastinating feels so great, or I think I'm just going to do something else. This is really working on your harvest. That's what needs to happen to have a good fresh start. So let's get a little bit more from her. If this card falls out, I'm going to laugh. Yep, there it goes. So we got the Magician twice, all right? You have to realize the power and the control that you have in manifesting and creating the things that you want. And this Magician is looking at your 4-leaf clover, your 10 of Cups, and having fun. It should not all be work. There should be some play. There needs to be some balance. And you need to realize how in control you are of what happens. And what's interesting is he has the sea turtle right underneath him because that's his avatar. This is Aya's avatar. And the thing is about the sea turtle, he is about serendipity. So that is what it is, guys. Stop rushing the process. Initiate, create, and allow the energy to come through. And have fun while it's going on, all right? Now, the Carib of Wands is set, the question was, what can help in my spread? What can help? And it's the Carib of Wands. And I love the Carib of Wands. I think of Sekhmet all the time when I look at this lion-headed guy. He's got his light in his hand. He's shedding light on situations. The magician has something in his hand. The sage had something in his hand. The other magician had something in his hand. Write it down. You need something to remind you, whether it's a bracelet, a necklace, to remind you of the things that you're working for, all right? And you see him standing there with his sexy calves. Y'all, I love legs. That's my favorite thing on a man. Whew, you got some legs, baby. I'm ready to go hang out. Anyways, these legs were meant to put some action behind those words. And I feel like he's shedding light on what you were trying to manifest. So what does he want us to know? Let's see. Okay, we're going to go with the Divine Guardians. All right. He wants you to track down your biggest fear. Okay, and he wants you to look at that fear. And what does he have in his hand again? He has that ram head. Look, this is the ram and then this is the goat. Think about what horns represent. Horns are there for protection. You are protected. Your dreams are protected. But it's time to face your fears and look at them and say, is this fear relevant or am I just blocking myself? Do I need to get out of my own way? Do I need to go ahead and jump in and do this? And the fact that we have these horns at the end and we have this Capricorn energy coming in, it's time for you to work yourself up that mountain and get to the very top, because that's where you really and truly belong. All right. So that is the new moon energy. So to sum up this read, we can't forget that we had the 8 of Wands reverse. The 8 of Wands reverse represents the energy of being stuck. All right. Knowing what you need to do, but not really doing it. And so it's going to be important in order to change that, to make it go the right way, where you're going fast, you're moving fast, and you're doing things, putting things into action, is how you're going to apply the read. Having more fun, celebrating your successes, allowing the energy to manifest at its own rate in its own time, while you sit there as a magician, organizing and orchestrating everything, because you're no longer bound by fear, but you are moving by faith. All right, so to sum up energies going on, our card is Externstein. I can't even say the word, Externstein. And at the bottom of this, it says, stop, you're drowning in the murky waters and you need to be rescued. All right, Norse legend tells us of a huge sea snake, Yagerman, the world serpent, and he encircles and he goes biting his own tail. Yet the snake does not let go, but instead forever circles the world, ensuring that life goes on. As long as you keep learning, evolving, and moving on your path, you will be supported. This is a place of great esoteric secrets. Maybe you've forgotten how to access your wisdom. The arrow-like symbol on this card is like Tiwaz, the Anglo-Saxon rune of the warrior god Tyr, okay? It represents a culmination of many paths or points of view. 3 lines coming together, shown here, rising out of the waters, which represents emotions of uncertainty. Are you willing to sacrifice the comfort of the old familiar story that has limited you in the past to be set free into the future? All right. Now, the middle portion of this card represents the present. So this is like, we could say this is 2018 and we're coming up out of the waters, and it's asking you, have you been destroyed, or have a part of you been destroyed or taken away? Whether this refers to a former belief, have you changed your opinions to suit a family member or a partner? Your position in the world, have you taken on a more subservient role in a relationship or in a way of life that have become more materialistic? Know that you're free to change your mind, baby, okay? You're free to follow your heart, and you have the power you need. Recognize your gifts and the potential of all of this energy coming together. It says, will you be able to walk across the rainbow bridge to the realm of the enlightened ones, or will you be imprisoned by a narrow-minded outlook? Tawaz points you in the right direction, upward. It is time for you to focus on what is in front of you as opposed to what is behind you. You have the strength, you have the ability to move forward if you face those fears and attack it head on. Your stone is jasper for this moon, and this is about unfolding, nurturing, manifesting, and continuing. The energies of jasper are suitable and deeply felt. Its color reflects the earth's blood. This is about nurturing yourself and healing your energy in a very calming way, and it works with the sacral chakra, Manipura. It also helps with the circulatory system and digestion and reproduction system. Now, this card indicates there's a need for quiet, clear determination and thought. Think of an issue, of a concern you're looking for a long-term solution to, and move forward. Now, I got some new cards, and they're called Postcards from Spirit, and I drew a card from you guys as if this is the moon talking to you. And it says, dearest family, a rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds, yet it's flexible. Seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life challenges. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward. If you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing, stay aware, curious, and teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you in a direction not on your map. Be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. We love you so much. I love these cards. They are so amazing. The moon is trying to tell you, create your dream in your path, but allow the energies that the universe is trying to bless you with to kind of give you a little extra support. All right, fam, big hugs, lots and lots of love. Thank you for sticking with me through this read. Be blessed. Join me probably in the next 2 weeks with all the monthlies that will be coming up. If you're interested in a year read, you can still get those. Just hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Be blessed, fam.